Alright, we are starting with the end of the first time the course is played. Looks like measure number 61. Underneath I wrote, just play the root notes. So, we have this. Kind of slow slide up like that. So we got basically an A sharp or B flat major chord. And then we do have that 4 that's played. So that's just on count number 4. So we got 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and probably better to go up with the first finger. And so on. So we already know that bit. So let's go to the next page. Alright, so starting on measure 77, we have a string rake in there on measure 78. That's really all the new stuff there. So I think that part's pretty straightforward. You're just doing a lot of string raking. I would keep picking it down the whole time so you have more consistency in what you're doing. So it looks like all this, the rest of the stuff you already know. Let's jump ahead to the next page. So the next page of new stuff, where you have measure 126. See as while feedback and whatnot is going on. And yeah, that's right, the previous page that I didn't scan, it just had that, just those 2 harmonics and then a dip on the whammy bar. So yeah, after that we'd have, that's what the string rake stuff is there on measure 126. And then we have the slow parts. Break, and then comes in the sloppy guitar solo. So basically, you do have that bend to start with, and then lots of whammy bar stuff for the vibrato, and then bar 144, he just has, I think it had like a big dip, and he's just shaking all over the place. And then we have the tab says you're just hammering on to 8 but not pulling off to 6, but I remember it sounded like a pull off, so I would just do that. So 6, 8, 6. So hammer on, pull off there. Then you got this bit. And then just going back and forth between some notes. And then it was, not really sure if I counted all that stuff right, but I mean that's really going to be the big trick there, just counting and going back and forth between strumming those notes. So let's see. Let's take a look at it. So we got 1 and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 notes in each bar there. And it has a triplet feel, which I believe that's why the 3s are underneath there. So if we count the triplets, we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? I think that's right. Yeah, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. I divided that properly. So yeah. So you basically, that one you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you have 1, 2, 3. And then when you start the next part, you're going to hit that higher note next. So we got 1, 2, I'll just count in groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's do that whole thing there, starting on measure 147. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then that needs to come right away. And then back down to this again. Let's go ahead and look at the next page. So, alright, that's just the one I scanned is just ending the chorus. And just play it the way we did before. Handwritten tab. So that's what I need to look at next. Okay, right there. So, yeah, that part looked like it was. Let's see. Get the tempo right. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And yeah, I really just follow the rhythm. Play a little bit slower. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and alright, back to the actual tab where that changed. So that was, so roll your finger when you go between those 5s on the A and the E string. So that changes on measure 195. And then we have 876. So starting on the D string, 876. It's making an A sharp major chord again, and that slides up. And then we have this part where it's just almost the same thing, but yes, you are palm muting the root note now and barring the chord there. I gotta switch pages now. Whoops. One more to go. Okay, so measure 199. Oh, there we go. Do that again. So you just got the 10 and the 12, muting out that G string, or D string. You're holding the G string, you're muting the D string. And then finishing it off, we got chord, you got 5, 5, 5, 7, and that's that. So I'll do yeah, just real slow, without the palm mutes. So that's what you got, and it's basically the same thing at the end of the song, just with the bar chords. All right, let me know if you got any questions, and we'll see you next week.